You'll have so much sap. Okay, we've all seen it. The awkwardly straight single stem plant could be a rubber tree, such as what we're going to look at here today. It could be a fig as well, and I mean the list does truly go on. It could be an outdoor tree. So the question is, how do we get a plant to bush out rather than being a single line? So the plants that are a single awkward stem have something called apical dominance. There's a name for it. So it is identified as not an issue, but a growth characteristic within plants that have a high level of auxin present in them. So auxin is a hormone that inhibits the side branching. We like to, in very scientific, fluffy terms, call this inhibits lateral bud break. It just doesn't allow side shoots, is basically what that means. The reason for this is because the auxin, the hormone, is developed in the leading edges of our plants. So that awkward stem that's single and long, at the top of it is what we call the apical meristem, or the apical portion, branch of your plant. Now you can have multiple sources of this. So for example, if you had a plant that was long and skinny with a side shoot, well, the top of that side shoot would also have this apical meristem characteristic to it. So you'd have two edges of it, if that makes sense. But in the case of just one really awkward long plant, then it's all kind of congested in that tip. Now, this area is the hub or the production center for auxin. So when we think of plants, we think everything comes from the roots and the soil and it moves up and kind of finds its place. However, there are different areas of the plant that serve different purposes, and the leading edge of your plant is where your auxin is developed. The auxin is made in that source hub up the top of the plant, and then gravity brings it down to earth. So it travels down. It doesn't travel up and then down. It just leaks downward. So the best way to stop this leaking, for lack of a better term, of auxin downwards on that plant is to stop the production of auxin, is number one. Number two, we can take the signs of gravity, tip it on its own head, and actually solve the issue that way as well. So if you were to put a plant at even a 45 to 60 degree angle, this has been noted, and just kind of lean it or plant it on a lean, what tends to happen is that auxin isn't as good as traveling down, and so it'll kind of just leak like gravity, not in a very uniform pattern, which will actually cause branching out of the side of the plant, not usually near the crest, but near the bottom. If a plant is on its side, so if you have a branch that is sideways, or if you've seen a tree outside and it's kind of laying on its head, but it has all these kind of branches coming up, that's because all the auxin is sitting near the earth, because that's the goal, is to get to the earth. It's gravity. So this top portion of the plant tends to thrive and survive and branch out. So tipping your plant would work. The other way is to remove the factory that makes it, which would what we call topping. And this is what happens when we take propagations. This is why people propagate. It causes more vigorous growth, not just in trees that you find indoors, but also in vines or aroids that you find in your home as well. So that would be option two. There are other ways to achieve the side shooting, however, that doesn't involve necessarily harming the plant or topping it in any way. If you like the height or the length of it, then there are other solutions. The first one is what we call notching. Now, many people have looked at notching as just scraping of the plant, but we actually need to dig quite far into the plant stem in order for this to happen. So you're going to find a node. There doesn't have to be a bud on it. It could be a bare spot as well. So you find a space with a bare spot. And what you want to do is you want to cut just directly above it. So I'm going to do this one because it appears to be kind of the most accessible. So you're going to come in above that bud straight, and you're going to, that's that sap I'm talking about that we don't want. So you want to go about 1/4 inch in, and then Oh, it's on my hands. That is stuck. If you guys know what that feels like to have rubber plant sap on you, you're praying for me now. So now you want to come at a 45 degree on top of that. You'll have so much sap. Okay, so now this is notched. It's a quarter of the way through, so it's not quite half. And you want, if you've hit the sap, you know you've done it right. So the idea here is actually to take out a segment of the stem. Sounds weird, but it works because the auxin travels downwards. If we cut that node off from receiving that gravitationally leaked auxin, we tend to get a side branching from that space. So you want to go in at a 45 degree angle and then come in at the side and literally make a notch in the plant. You can do as many of these as you want, but keep in mind whenever you're notching or cutting into a plant, you are introducing sites in which can cause different bacterial or fungal issues. So be careful, don't do too many, but this will actually help you really specifically identify where you want that bushing or that side branching to take place. This can be done on the main stem, and it can also be done on the lateral branches as well. Now, what makes this different than topping or heading of a plant is that heading of a plant can actually cause the branching at a sporadic rate. So if you were to cut the head off, the general rule is that the new branches will come out anywhere from 6 to 8 inches from that initial cut. So 6 to 8 inches from the top. This is why when you head or you top, you don't get bilateral branching or branching farther into the tree or farther lower into the tree, or in the case of maybe a vine farther back, and that's because it doesn't work that way. The only way to get branches farther down on your tree or your plant is through the notching method. So that is number one way to do it without heading or harming the plant. Number two is actually to stress the plant with light. Okay, so this is one plant. This whole thing is one plant. We have a shoot coming out this direction, we have a shoot coming out this direction, and you can see this one is highly sun stressed, and you can actually see, well, you can't see because it's blocking it, but there's burning on these leaves. That's how much stress it is under from this light. And this is the side shooting I'm getting, and you're seeing this kind of at every node for the most part, and those will become entire branches. So this is one way to get side bushing without losing necessarily the height. Yes, I lost a few leaves, but otherwise it's a great way to get this done. However, connected to the same plant is this plant, or this shoot, and you can see this does not have the sun stress, and so it has no lateral bud development or stem bud development. It only has this new leaf kind of populating up here. Now, we could leave this, or I can show you how to notch it. So this sounds a little bit bizarre, but any damage to the crown of the plant in the form of even light, in this example, will cause the branching from the side. And it is because I transferred this from my office to my home because it was outgrowing the office entirely. It was way too big. And again, I got this guy from, he was about this big. Same with this guy over here, he's just the little ones you get from the grocery store. So he never branched out. I never topped him either, or really cared to manipulate him in any way. But when I brought him in here, I knew he was taller than this light, and I knew that the top of the plant was going to be exposed to a lot of light, very intense light, and it was going to damage the plant. So I knew that it was going to cause some damage, and of course that damage resulted in the side branching or new branches, new leaves. And that's kind of cool. So it's a combination of damaging of that tip combined with intense light penetration throughout the plant to the lower canopy that maybe wasn't getting as much light before. So this additional photosynthesis that is now taking place, the combination of those two combined has resulted in more growth. And same with this guy, the reason why he's branched and he is so bushy comes down to the lighting he was exposed to. I never have headed him, I've never pruned him, I've never thinned him, and I've also never done any notching with him either. That is solely, all the growth you see there is from light exposure, really intense light exposure. So you guys have to let me know in the comments down below if you've tried topping, notching, or light to cause branching from the sides of your plant. I'd be interested to know what methods you've tried, or if you've ever even not heard of these methods, but also like to know. Thank you guys for watching, and I will talk to you guys next time. Bye.